Welcome to Free Your Mind, an experiential daily practice designed to dissolve past programming and expand your awareness of your true self beyond the matrix illusion of fear, lack, and separation. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, close your eyes and let go of all memory and anticipation. Bring your full awareness to the now, this holy instant. The purpose of this practice is to enable you to bring unconditional and unwavering peace with you into any and every circumstance, and to heal distress and turmoil. This is not done through avoidance or seeking a haven of isolation for yourself. You are here to discover that peace is an intrinsic part of you and requires only that you be there in full consciousness to embrace any situation in which you are. And as you practice, you will learn that there is no limit to where you are, so that your peace is everywhere as you are. Now take one more deep, slow, full breath in. And as you exhale, allow your body and your mind to relax. And let's begin. My forgiveness reveals the divine nature of all things. This is the central theme that brings together principles 46 through 50 of this series. In today's practice, we will continue to integrate these last 5 principles of this section into a complete and coherent thought system that leads beyond the dream matrix of separation to the realization of oneness and your true self. While the past is all that you see in yourself, in the human beings around you, and in the world that you look upon, grievances, fears, doubts, and insecurities will continue to plague your mind. Threats abound, and ongoing suffering follows you like a shadow, waiting for the right moment to strike. But this is not the world that God created for you. This is a widespread hallucination, and there is another way of seeing. Forgiveness removes the perceptual distortion of the past from your mind. The past is gone and nowhere to be found. The ever-present now shines forth in radiance and glory to reveal the innocence of all beings, including yourself. And in this light, a world springs forth into your awareness, where all things conspire for your good, where trust in life is unquestionably warranted, and where love is the only law that has any reality. Let's practice. God is the love in which I forgive. God does not forgive because God has never condemned. The blameless cannot blame, and those who have accepted their innocence see nothing to forgive. Yet forgiveness is the means by which I will recognize my innocence. It is the reflection of God's unconditional love on earth. It will bring me near enough to the kingdom of heaven that the love of God can reach down to me and raise me to my home, which is the awareness of perfect oneness. It is not your own capacity that allows you to forgive. It is God's capacity. In fact, the capacity of God is the only capacity that you have access to at any time and in every time and beyond time. God's being is your true being. Everything else is this hallucinatory illusion, a dream in which you seem to be separate from your source of everything. Forgiveness allows you to exit the dream one tab at a time. You close each tab by forgiving whatever specific situation seems to be the source of grievance and upset. Your only task to liberate yourself completely and unconditionally is to meet each and every moment of hardship, by which I mean that sense of emotional, psychological suffering, with the utmost love that you can reach to in that moment. Again and again and again, until all that is within you is loved completely and unconditionally. And then your own innocence shines forth to reveal the innocence of all beings. God is the love in which I forgive. For the next minute or so, repeat this idea as you feel into its frequency, contemplate it, and see it clearly. Do this now. God is the strength in which I trust. It is not my own strength through which I forgive. It is through the strength of God in me, which I am remembering as I forgive. As I begin to see, I recognize God's reflection on earth. I forgive all things because I feel the stirring of God's strength in me, and I begin to remember the love I chose to forget, but which has not forgotten me. Sometimes you may feel that you simply don't have the capacity to forgive something in a particular moment. You don't have the wherewithal, the strength to move past an upset, to see it differently. And that's okay. Sometimes we forget that we have this infinite capacity within ourselves. And when we forget, it is as if we don't have it. Just like if you have $1 million but you forgot where you put it, it has no capacity to help you. This strength of God within you can be called upon in any and every circumstance, provided that you remember where it is. Do not pray to a God outside of yourself, asking and begging or beseeching for some mercy or some help. This strength of God, this kingdom of the infinite Creator is within. So reach within your own being. Yes, beyond your personality. Yes, beyond the you that you think you are. And yet still within the self that you are is every good and perfect quality, and all power abides and resides within the center of your being. Because God gave it to you already and always. There is no need to ask. But there is a need to remind yourself to draw upon this power and forgive anything and everything that causes your energy to contract, that causes your body to experience tension, and your mind to close and narrow. It is these things that call for your forgiveness, and you have the strength of God with which to forgive them. God is the strength in which I trust. For the next minute or so, repeat this idea as you feel into its frequency. Contemplate it and see it clearly. Do this now. There is nothing to fear. How safe the world will look to me when I can see it. It will not look anything like what I imagine I see now. Everyone and everything I see will lean towards me to bless me. I will recognize in everyone my dearest friend. What could there be to fear in a world which I have forgiven, and which in turn has forgiven me? All that you forgive truly will automatically forgive you. This is because perception is projection, and the world mirrors what you hold within your consciousness. All that you hold to be true within will be revealed and outpictured in the world without. There is nothing to fear without when there's nothing to fear within. And what is there to fear within except these psychological and emotional turmoil frequencies? They come up and we fear, we hide, we numb, we distract, we don't want to look at the shadow. And yet there are but two frequencies in the entire dream matrix. It is love, or it is a call for love. That is all you ever see within, and that is all you ever hear without. And you have the incredible capacity within you to meet every call for love with love. You're not asked to go out in the world and meet every call for love, but you are asked to meet every call for love within your own being. And when you do, you will see that there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. Over the next minute or so, repeat this idea as you feel into its frequency. Contemplate it and see it clearly. Do this now. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. There is not a moment in which God's voice ceases to call on my forgiveness to save me from the illusions of fear and separation. There's not a moment in which God's voice fails to direct my thoughts, guide my actions, and lead my feet. I am walking steadily on toward the truth. There is nowhere else I can go, because God's voice is the only voice and the only guide that has been given to me. There is no other voice but the spirit of divine intelligence within you. We've called it by many names: the inner teacher, the Holy Spirit, the inner guru. It is the voice of wisdom within you. Some refer to it as your intuition, but it goes above and beyond. There is an intelligence about you that if you yield to its call, if you open your awareness to its presence, you will see that in each moment, everything that you ever need to say, everything that you ever need to do, everything and all things are revealed and given to you. You never have to plan and figure out from the viewpoint of your ego. After all, how many of your plans have ever worked out in the exact way that you predicted them? There is a voice within you that has the solution to all things, and it continuously guides you to the only solution that you ever need in any problem, in any challenge, in any upset. It is simply to forgive, to see beyond the veil of the past, and to reveal your ever-present safety and the ever-present innocence of this now moment. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. For the next minute or so, repeat this idea as you feel into its frequency. Contemplate it and see it clearly. Do this now. Sustained by the love of God. As I listen to God's voice, I am sustained by the infinite Creator's love. As I open my eyes, this love lights up the world for me to see. As I forgive, this love reminds me that God's children are sinless. And as I look upon the world with the vision God has given me, I remember that I am God's child. The love of God fulfills you in all things. Think about it. What is it that you truly want? Feel into that realm of desire. The relationships, the abundance, the health, that sense of purpose and aliveness. All of that is a feeling tone. It is a frequency. You don't want the things in themselves. Your fulfillment depends entirely on the feeling tone. If you were to get all of your desires now, but were guaranteed to feel miserable for the rest of your life, would you still want them? And what is it that that feeling tone truly amounts to? Is it not love? Is it not that sense of deep, unconditional completion? Is that not what we look for in every relationship, in every achievement or acquirement? The truth is that at the core of our being, all we seek is the love of God, and that love is not contained in any achievement in this world, for it is already within us in its fullness. Our task is to remove the obstacles in our awareness so that this love may shine forth and that we may see it and know it and be it. I am sustained by the love of God. For the next minute or so, repeat this idea as you feel into its frequency. Contemplate it and see it clearly. Do this now. As you reach the completion of this practice period, take a deep, slow, and full breath in. Breathe all the way up to the top and hold it at the top as you hold the intention to integrate these principles into your thought system. And as you exhale, relax and release. And remember to take these principles with you into the rest of your day. Use them in sequence or focus on just one of them that appeals to you most. Repeat it frequently, and when you have the time, take a moment to sit with your eyes closed and contemplate the truth, the thought system that leads you beyond the dream matrix to the realization of oneness and your true self. If you enjoyed and benefited from this practice, please share your experience in the comment section. Like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to continue the journey. May you be at peace and know your true self.